Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The tackle.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return will be stopped. At the 34-yard line.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Leonard Fournette.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 2.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 27 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 20.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Complete to
Amari Cooper, 51 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw. Goff. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
56, right there, 56. Shell, 56. Mutt's 56.
Out of the gun, gone. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So a critical mistake roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Fournette on the carry.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here we go. 2 for 1.
Goff now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, Shell.
From the gun, here's Goff. Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Bengals 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
Taken down at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. 15 yards on the play, first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jaguars 14, Bengals 7.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Complete.
From 17 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now Leonard Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Now Goff on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 54 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
For the point after.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. On second down, Dalton. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And now the young man has it. It's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike by 4, Mike by 4, Mike by 4. That's what I do.
Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hold on.
Play action. It's Goff. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Mike, 56 right there.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Listen.
3rd and long. It's gone. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Bengals.
Burrow will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Dalton. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here. Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now they go screen. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Number 35. A 3-yard pickup.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right.
38-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Edwards. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, Goff. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
42-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Goff. Connection made with Chenault. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time through the air. 55 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 25, check 25, check 25.
Now gone. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Fournette, a first down carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
First down and goal to go.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I'm going back.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Lambo on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Jaguars 34, Bengals 14.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 12 yards there and a first down.
12. And a Bengal first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Number 35.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there. First down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Burrow on play action. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll run on 1st down. Dalton. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dalton. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
The running back.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Miles Jack.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Bengals 14.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Goff. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, 76. 76.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Bengals take over.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Bengals. 51 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mark 55. Mark 55. I got him. 36. 4 now. Under 10. 10.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Burrow on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Steps away to his left. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From midfield now, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
56 for Mike, 56. Check 56.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
It's up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
And 7.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Jags, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.